Welcome back to the deep dive. So we're looking at the Datavideo SE-650 today. It's described as a small, cost-effective, professional video switcher, and it costs, what, around $1,300?
Yeah, right in that ballpark.
So our mission today is to figure out how this little box earns that professional label when, its main job is just managing 4 video feeds. At its core, it's for live content. And that all starts with the connections, which seem built for a pretty mixed environment, right?
Very pragmatic design. I mean,
Right.
It's a hybrid. You get 2 HD-SDI inputs, which is, your robust broadcast standard, the kind that locks in.
Pro stuff.
Exactly. But then you also get 2 HDMI inputs, so you can bring in consumer cameras, a laptop for a presentation, anything like that.
And it handles that mix up to a maximum of 1080i. So let's talk about what's going on inside. I see it has 2 HDMI outputs and 1 assignable HD-SDI, but one of those HDMIs is specifically for multi-view.
And that multi-view is absolutely key. It lets the operator see everything at once. But what really anchors its claim to being professional is the processing depth.
Okay.
It's doing YUV 4.2.2 10-bit internal processing.
Right, 10-bit. So break that down. For anyone used to standard 8-bit gear, what does that jump to 10-bit actually get you?
It gets you. Well, think of it this way. 8-bit color can handle about 16 million colors. 10-bit, that's over 1 billion colors. So if you're streaming something with a slow gradient like a sunset, you won't see that ugly color stepping or banding.
You just get a smooth, clean image.
That's broadcast quality right there.
Okay, so the signal quality is there. Let's get into the software tools that let you, manage it all. This is where it starts to feel really production ready. We're talking advanced compositing.
Exactly. You're not just cutting between cameras. This switcher has 1 upstream keyer.
And that supports what? Chroma key? Green screen?
It supports chroma key, your classic green screen, yeah. But also linear and lumi keying. And on top of that, you get an upstream PP, picture-in-picture.
Wait, hold on. So I could use the Pi-P and the chroma key at the same time.
You absolutely can.
So I could build a live 2-person news desk look with a virtual set all inside this one box and still have room for a graphic.
That's the idea. That kind of live compositing saves a huge amount of time in post-production. And speaking of graphics, any input can be used as a frame store, a still store.
So you don't have to waste a whole input just to show a logo.
You just load it in. It's incredibly efficient.
And to manage that, you've got XPT, or cross-point assignment. And for the people on the floor, it has a tally output, that little red light.
Yeah, that tally is a sign they've thought about the whole production ecosystem, not just the box.
Okay, so let's talk about what I think are the real differentiators here: stability and sound.
For me, these are the most critical professional features. And stability comes from one main thing. The SE-650 has frame sync on each input.
Frame sync? That sounds technical. What does it actually do when I'm mixing a laptop and 2 different cameras?
It's mission critical. Every video source has its own little clock inside. If those clocks don't match, your switches will jitter, or you'll see a black frame, a glitch.
I've seen that happen. It looks awful.
Frame sync basically harmonizes them all. It makes sure every source is perfectly timed before it hits the switcher. It just makes everything smooth and reliable.
And that same focus on control seems to apply to the audio mixer, a 6-channel mixer with actual physical faders.
Why is having those physical knobs so much better?
Because in a live show, you need that tactile instant feedback. You can't be looking away from your video preview to go click on a software fader. It's just not practical.
Yeah, you need to be able to feel it.
Right, and you get stereo RCA and 2 monomic inputs, so you have full real-time control over your sound.
So if we pull back, the niche for the SE-650 seems really clear. It's for small productions that need those high-end broadcast features, 10-bit color, frame sync, real keying, but are still using a mix of pro and consumer gear.
But there is a trade-off, a big one. You get all this professional depth, but your maximum resolution is 1080i. Right.
And that really raises the big question for you, the person planning a production. In a world obsessed with 4K, what's the value of prioritizing deep features like 10-bit color precision and signal stability over just raw resolution that might be less stable or only 8-bit?
It's a fundamental choice, isn't it? Do you want more pixels or better pixels? Something to think about.